Hey parents, specifically parents of teens that are now eligible to join us for Wilderness Trek this summer. This is a special message just for you. If you don't know by now, Wilderness Trek is one of my favorite YG activities of the whole year. This is such a special trip where we get to take a group of our high school students to Glorieta, New Mexico for a backpacking experience unlike anything else they get to do the rest of the year. I love this week because we get to see our youth grow, become more resilient, and bond in life-changing ways. You know, Wilderness Trek is not just a backpacking organization. They are a ministry that believes in adventure discipleship. Their mission is to transform lives and pierce hearts by God's presence and power as experienced in the grandeur of His creation. Our experience with Wilderness Trek has been excellent, and I can confidently say this week does accomplish the mission of transforming lives. That's why I want to strongly encourage you to prayerfully consider sending your teen on Wilderness Trek this summer. I realize this is a big step for a lot of our younger teens, and it is a very challenging experience. In fact, you might be watching this and thinking, they might need another year or two before they go. Well, if you're concerned about safety, cost, or just the fit for your teen, let me share a few things quickly. I'll start by saying you certainly know your teen better than anyone, and I don't want any of our youth to feel pressured to go if they're not ready. However, my experience in working with teens has shown me that the older they get, the busier they get, and the busier they become, the less they prioritize trips like this. Right now may be the best chance to capture their interest in Trek. Plus, if they do go this year, there's a strong likelihood they'll want to go year after year. However, if we wait, there's just no guarantee that Trek will become part of their developmental experience. When it comes to safety, Wilderness Trek does provide 2 highly trained and certified guides for each of our groups. The experience is challenging, but Trek prioritizes safety above all else. In addition to the Trek guides, Northside will have a minimum of 2 adult chaperones for each of our groups. We will do our very best to watch over and care for your teen throughout the trip. Now, some good news about cost. Our youth leadership team has been working on making this trip as affordable as possible, and thanks to the generosity of many at Northside and to the hard work of our Holy Grounds Cafe volunteers, we have enough in our Youth Scholarship Fund to discount this trip by $200, meaning you will pay $425. That cost includes transportation, lodging, gear, and food once we're at Trek. The only additional cost will be food on travel days, optional activities in Santa Fe, and if your teen wants to buy any souvenirs. But in order to get this great price, we really need you to register by February the 1st. Now finally, I want to tell you how much this trip helps me minister to your teenager. You know, when we have 35 to 50 students at every activity, the amount of time I'm able to spend with each individual is very limited. However, throw in 3 days in a van, a few nights on a mountain, and 0 distractions, and well, I get the best quality time with this small group of teens that I will have all year. I love this trip because it helps me get to know your teens so much better, and hopefully it builds up the trust for them to come to me as their youth minister for the rest of the year. So, if this sounds like something you and your teen are interested in, I would love to talk to you in more detail about this formational journey. Fill out the form linked in the email or just contact me anytime. Okay, you're going to have to excuse me because it's not easy climbing a mountain at 43 years old, so I better go exercise.